This is the toughest video that I think I will ever make on this channel because just how deep this is. My first real early memory of John Cena is in 2004, and he was United States champion. And it was like that feud with Carlito, where they said he got stabbed in the nightclub. And ever since then, I never hated John Cena in my entire life. That is 21 years ago. Here we are 21 years later, and I gotta say goodbye to my hero, man. I gotta say goodbye to one of my all-time favorites. A guy I never booed ever. Like, you couldn't get me to hate John Cena when I was young. You damn sure couldn't get John Cena. You couldn't get me to hate John Cena when I got older. Even through all the terribleness that was this booking and how he was, like, you couldn't get me to hate John. There was never a time that I even badmouthed John in my entire life. Like, I really fucked with John on a high level, more so than anyone else. And it's just, this sucks. I never own any merch of John's, and I hate myself for it. So now we're going into his final night in the WWE as of today, which is 12:32 a.m. There is so much that I want to say, and there's one thing I would love to say is that I am so damn glad I not only got to watch John throughout my entirety of WWE experience, even if I was too young to even remember his first ever appearance, but I'm so glad that I got to see John in the moments I did in 2013, in 2017 at Money in the not Money in the Bank. 2013 was Money in the Bank. 2017 Battleground. I had to see him at WrestleMania 39 and WrestleMania 40, and the last time I saw him was on Monday Night Raw in 2024 after WrestleMania. Every time I've watched Cena's entrance, I couldn't help but get choked up, start almost about, like, not even almost, like, just legit cry, because these last moments were real. Like, it's about to end. It literally does end. Now, this isn't the official Cena poster. I just ended up getting this on Google search, but damn, DC is about to be treated to something amazing. And I'm not gonna put this into like the official pantheons of all my predictions like I do pay-per-views and all that stuff. This is Saturday Night's Main Event. This isn't a PLE. It's just for, like, you know, purpose sake. But I like the concept that they're doing. Exhibition matches, in the sense, and the final match is literally what it is. Going to be, that's gonna be a tough one. It's tough to watch, but I don't know if I'll be able to watch it live because I'll be at work. But the moment I see John Cena on my phone or in, like, any capacity, yeah, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. And I'm going to miss John so damn much. But let's talk about Saturday Night's Main Event, because they got some matches on this card. Bayley versus Sol Ruka. The tag team titles are on the line for what we just heard. Dragon Lee and AJ Styles, or AJ Lee versus Evans and Slater, or Leon Evans or Javon Slater. Lavon. Yeah, Lavon. That's okay. Cody Rhodes versus Obafemi. And then obviously the final match, John Cena versus Gunther. I think if you just talk about it from like the aspect of like, oh, this is like legitimately a really good card right here. Like 4 great exhibition matches, 2 great exhibition matches, and the final time. You got Bayley, who is a veteran by all means. She's amazing. Bayley's one of the better, most underrated in-ring performers in wrestling today, against probably one of the best rising stars in NXT and Sol Ruca. That's a lot, saying for what Sol Ruca has done in NXT. And to be honest, like, that is big. This is a big moment for her. I'm so happy that Sol Ruca is getting this opportunity, and she's getting it over Blake Monroe / Mariah May, for those who watch AEW, and then JC Jane, some others like a Jada Parker or Jordan Grace or even a Kendall Gray. She's getting that opportunity. And you know, Bayley is really freaking amazing. She is absolutely sensational. So she's going to provide a hell of a match for Sol Ruca. I'm not going to do any predictions. I'm just going to talk about each match in just particular and just how I feel about it. So I definitely think that this has like a good potential to be a really good women's match, but there's a couple of bits of story that's in this. Obviously, the women's tag team division is insanely deep. Bayley and Lyra Valkyria are locked into the women's tag division right now, but the other real, which is a big story in this, is Sol Ruca and Zarya. Definitely with the tension that they've had, it's kind of intense a bit. It looked like it died down with Sol Ruca and Zarya hugging it out. Nice. But you can see that something might happen soon. I don't know, but I hope not. But it has potential to actually happen at Saturday night's main event, which I would be shocked by, but also I wouldn't be surprised if seeing a Zarya heel turn in the show itself. It would be crazy to see, honestly. In terms of that, still excited. This is a really good women's match that they have on the card. A lot of people would think that they would have the women's champions on the card against one of the other two, but I think this is pretty solid. Speaking of, the WWE World Tag Team Champions, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus Javon Evans and Leon Slater. I want to talk about 2 of the youngest in the room. Those 2 are future personified. Javon Evans and Leon Slater. They're the future personified. And especially, this is huge for TNA. TNA has their X Division champion on one of the biggest nights of the year that's been built up as one of the biggest nights of the year, competing for WWE Tag Team Gold against 2 absolute great stars, and especially one who was a first ballot Hall of Famer in both the WWE and TNA, and AJ freaking Styles. That is saying something if you are Leon Slater. I'm going to look this up to see how old is Leon Slater. Thankfully my phone is on Wikipedia. Yeah, we're going to well, Leon Slater, he is 21. He just turned 21. And Javon Evans, I know he's also just turned 21 recently. So this is huge. Huge for both of them. This is huge for the both of them. They got such a massive opportunity, and they're great as a tag team. If you didn't watch some of their tag team matches in NXT recently, look at them. They're freaking amazing. Those 2 are amazing together as a tag team, and they're going up against a really good tag team in AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, who, no pun intended and pun intended, styles do clash, but in just the perfect way. They mesh in just like a really good form. They have such really good chemistry. They've had great matches with the New Day, and they also had a fantastic match against the War Raiders recently, especially also their tag team title win against Judgment Day's JD and Finn. Those were pretty really good matches. This is like a good revitalization of the Raw tag team division in the best way. So I'm very excited for this one, and this has capability of being the match of the year. My match of the year is Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens, and this has the potential to be right up there in that upper echelon. You'll know what my top 10 matches of the year are in my top 10 list, which I will be posting this coming week as well. Speaking of top matches, you want to talk about top matches, Cody Rhodes and Oba Femi. Ooh. Now, there's a story that they could have ran with Cody and Ricky, but I think it's because you have something within this match, and that is obviously Drew McIntyre. We obviously all expect that Drew is going to get involved in some capacity, in any capacity that is. And also Ricky Sainz has a possibility of getting involved in this match also, because he recently just turned heel on the recent episode of NXT, with him turning heel in the match with Oba and Javon Evans, and what was a very surprising outcome. But I also did notice that it was going to happen. Oh, sorry. But I did notice that it was going to happen at some point, that Ricky was going to turn heel. And I'm glad that Ricky turned heel, because this looks to me like Ricky can be an insanely really good freaking heel character in NXT. And this should be a really solid match, but it's going to end in shenanigans, and I don't expect this to really be like a long match. 10-12 minutes at best. Not like these other two, which can go about 15-20 minutes. And then oh boy. Then this one. Now I want to clarify something, because this is real. John Cena has tapped out before. It's not the first time he's ever tapped out. Tapped out numerous times, especially to Kurt Angle's ankle lock. But it's a rarity. It's a rarity to know that this has potential of being very much one of these kind of matches. It's going to be physical. It's going to hurt. Emotionally, this is really going to hurt. But this can be this is going to be a really good match. I expect Cena to give it his all. Gunther is obviously not going to hold anything back, and I think that this has been a perfect revitalization of Gunther, who I think WWE might change his name back to Walter and I said it like I needed to, how it needs to be said, not Walter or Walter. That's how you say it. That's how you say it. Walter! Yeah. I think they might change his name back to Walter, and that's going to be that's going to bring back some aura, some major fucking aura. But other than that, yeah, I think this match is going to be insane. It's going to be something. I don't know what to expect. All I know is that once John's music hits, and once the bell rings for the beginning and end of the match, I'll be done. I'll be done. I'll be crying my eyes out. And I'll be saying goodbye to the man that made my life as a wrestling fan fucking fun. All I want this to be is just a good show. And for this show to excel by every means. John Felix Anthony Cena, You are truly a phenomenal guy. Fuck what everyone has ever said about you. I don't care what people have to say. You are my GOAT. You are my idol. I will miss you. I appreciate you for making my life as a wrestling fan amazing and sometimes really hard when you lost. It's just I'm not ready to say goodbye, man. I know I'm gonna have to, and I really will. Wrestling will miss you, man. Wrestling will truly miss you, my guy. Oh God, man, I'm so not ready for this. I'm not ready for this, man. If you're not ready for this, then join me as I probably cry buckets of tears tonight and then tomorrow and the next couple of days. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff in between. I love you guys. Peace. And thank you, John.